Kris,
We've done worse things.
You can't just start recording on a guest.
I can't.
Is this it? Are we in? Welcome to this week's Anime Club. Ba, 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 ba.
Yeah.
Every week we gather in a stinky old classroom. Welcome, Jake. Apology for the mess. Where we come together as friends to talk about anime. And of course, as I have just said, we've got a special guest with us today. All the way from Nerdy Up North's Rumblecast. It is Jake!
Hey, thank you for the warm welcome.
Welcome.
Happy to be here, because I love what anime is.
We love the animes. It's so much fun.
Japanimation, as I call it.
Garugamesh.
What was it? I just love Japan, period.
Yeah.
Oh.
And of course, we also have with us our ever-present dictator. What did we call you before we started? Dictator Kun Kris.
El Presidente.
I've been called worse. It's fine.
So, I mean, it's your first time here with us, Jake, on Anime Club. So we always have to start off by asking people, what's your gateway anime? How did you get into this? Because you are like, we haven't just coerced you into watching anime for the first time.
No, definitely not. Yeah, so I'd probably say it definitely like started as a kid, because there was definitely some shows that snuck in for like the 80s cartoons that were definitely like anime coded. Like stuff like Thundercats and things like that. It was probably like animated in Japan, but I think it was like, you know, a US production, or that, you know, that what was that thing, Deke, that ran all the cartoons with the polar bear. The company.
Oh yeah. I called it something else.
Yeah, we can't watch them dick shows, man. Shut up, Tiny Kris.
What with the bear on?
Yeah, but so then it would have definitely been like, you know, Cartoon Network, and probably Pokemon, I might say, was the first like real anime that I saw that had like all of the tropes. You know, like the kind of thing where like people would get bashed on the head and you'll have the big bumps and then fall down when something ridiculous was said. Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Or the sweat drop.
Yes, or like Brock doing his whole like, you know, loves women thing, which is doing his heart eyes and nosebleeds and all that.
Yeah.
Did Brock have nosebleeds again?
He might not have. I think that's a bit more seedy. I think when it becomes a nosebleed, I think sexual attraction is implied, so it can't be a school kids show type thing.
It's only like, true love with Brock.
The difference between predator and simp.
Yeah. Brock just wanted to take those every single girl he met on a date. That's all he wanted.
Just wanted to compliment them, I'm sure.
So yeah, it was definitely just like, you know, Pokemon and video games would have led me to anime, because Final Fantasy was very anime at the time, like 7 and 8 and stuff like that. So yeah. And then I think you guys mentioned it last time, but I definitely caught one of those Dragon Ball catch-up days when they were like, we're just going to play the whole Saiyan saga from like morning to night. And I just sat there and watched the whole thing. Then I started getting into like, you know, the CD stuff, being like, I'm going to buy that Ninja Scroll DVD out of HMV. The guy's going to get his arm, the guy's going to get his arm chopped off, and then he's going to drink the blood. And I'm like, whoa. Like Kill Bill.
This ain't your average cartoon, mom.
Also bought from HMV from the World Cinema.
And it had that like little manga logo, the red logo with like the split manga.
And I feel like that was a thing. Like if you saw, like, so Studio Ghibli was like, oh, I can watch this with my family. Yeah. If I saw the manga logo, I was like, this will be one just for me.
Yeah, because someone's gonna get murdered and stuff. But I'm still on the anime. One Piece took me through all the time periods, and I was like, you know, I'm just gonna stick with One Piece for a while. Checked out Naruto. I think I fell off right before the end when it started doing recaps constantly. And now I'm really into Berserk, because I bought the DVD, the Blu-ray, which I'm very happy I bought.
Oh, nice.
So I've got 90s Berserk forever now. They can't take it from me.
That's one of Chris's faves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like
I've
the
never seen the
gloominess
90s
and
one before. Yeah.
It's so depressing, isn't it?
It's not that depressing yet. I think I'm still in the golden age, as they call it,
Oh.
before the fall.
What I like to think of as like false sense of security.
Yeah.
I was talking to someone on the Facebook group about Berserk who was watching it for the first time, and they were like, "Oh yeah, Guts has just rescued Griffith from the prison. It's going really good so far. They're really good friends." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
Like, did you not see the part where the demon tells him that in order to like achieve his dream, you will 100% die, and he's like, "Oh."
Nah. Must be lying.
They'll be fine. They'll figure it out.
And then to be honest, I think like your shows got me into more modern animes because I really just watch One Piece, and occasionally I'll dip into like something to check it out, but I'm not like taking a lot of recommendations. So like you guys have helped me branch out for sure.
Oh, I love that. Look at us go.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey yo, magical go pose. That's great, and of course, like another integral part of Anime Club, which I'm so glad that you joined in with the brief, is you got to bring snacks because no one watches anime without snacks. So
I definitely joined in with the brief, and what I didn't do was just have things in my room for 2 years. I've got some expired candy, which is apparently an Iridori mini Ramune candy,
nice.
which I think it's those little doll things, that those little like red guys that kind of sit on people's shelves.
Yeah.
I don't know what flavors they are. It looks like grape, peach, and a flag. So who knows what the blue ones are?
It's probably like the Ramune sodas.
Yeah,
which
probably.
I actually quite enjoy that flavor. It's kind of weirdly sweet and not sweet at the same time, like sharp.
Well, fizzy, which is interesting. Like a what do you call it?
Do we think they were supposed to
be
fizzy, or is that the expiration date?
No, candy never goes out of date.
yeah, it's fine. And Kris, what have you got this week?
Oh well, speaking of Ramune things, I've got a little marble drink. Left over from last week when I had to have the lumpy drink last week. No, not yet. But I'll try to pop it while one of you's are talking, so that'll be fun. But my other snack is in honour of Mashle. I have got a cream puff.
Cream puff.
No way. I'm just gonna sit through the whole podcast being like,
it's gonna be hot. I've got two. But the only thing is how I eat them. I lick the cream in that out first, so I don't know if I can do that on camera.
No, I think you have to, and I think that's a really good reason. If you're listening to this on Spotify, come over to YouTube.
we'll sing the song then. Dan custard, Dan chocolate, Dan strawberry. Oh, this is horrifying.
But yeah, as Kris said, this week we're doing Mashle, which was, I thought a whole load of fun. How would you guys describe this to like a friend who's never seen anime before?
Well, first of all, I thought it was called.
Oh, also, I've got cheese, meats, and pickles as my snack. Sorry, carry on.
I was gonna say, I thought it was Mashle, like because it's supposed to be like muscle, like magic muscle.
I've heard it both ways. I say Mashle as well, but I've heard Mashle.
Okay.
So I don't know.
I mean, yeah, the guy is called Mash, and he has muscles, but
he has muscles.
It's quite actually, it's easy. It's very easy to describe actually because it's basically a Harry Potter parody. If the main character had no magical skill but enough muscles and strength to get himself through magic school.
Hogwarts, the Hagrid years.
Well.
Yeah, which as you can sort of imagine, has hilarious results. But like, Kris, you had a good mashup because you said it was like Harry Potter crossed with what was it?
One Punch Man.
Yeah.
Yes, that was it. Sorry, yeah, definitely One Punch Man vibes.
Yeah.
Not just in like the strength, but in the whole like it knows what it's doing. It's like very silly about it.
Yeah, it doesn't, just when you think it's starting to get too tense, it gets a bit silly.
Yeah.
And also the hero is someone who is incredibly strong.
Oh, the hammer's out.
Oh, Jesus. Hammering glass is always a great idea. So for the people listening at home, Chris is trying to open his soda and he's resorted to using a hammer because I think his own strength is failing him. Because
I didn't realise I didn't put the plastic thing on properly.
Okay, so you didn't need the hammer.
Yeah, it goes in.
Oh!
God damn it. I blame the hammer.
It's up and overflowed.
No.
That's gorgeous.
He swears that doesn't happen to him normally.
It's the first time this has ever happened to us before.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You're just excited.
I'm also gonna...
We've got a special guest here.
Oh,
yeah.
It's all for you, Jake.
It's okay. It happens to all of us. I'm gonna try some of these Hello Kitty orbs.
Oh yeah, the
big.
big.
Try and hold this up. They look like millions, but like, you know, because it's Japan, they're like perfectly round.
Yeah.
I've completely murdered my first snack, which is snacking cheese. Which I found from a like meat hamper on Amazon, which it should not be okay for you. There's no way it can be okay for you. And I sent it to Chris, and in the next like 20 seconds, he sent me back a receipt that he'd also bought one. And these, I think, were like the peak from the box.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are a bit kind of like strawberry cheesecake, which is interesting. Well done, Hello Kitty or Sanrio.
Nah. They know their business, don't they?
But somehow managed to get strawberry cheesecake in a candy ball form.
Chris going in for a lick. Num, 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 num.
So this isn't
cream, as they call it in this show.
Yeah.
This isn't actually a cream puff. This is a donut filled with cream and donuts.
Don't ruin the illusion, Chris. For a minute, you look like a professional.
On brand.
Yeah, but I do think One Punch Man's a good comparison because Mash, who's the main character, has very like monotone energy as well. For all that he's incredibly strong, and there's like a zero rush or panic, and that's a very Saitama kind of trope of super strong characters. But it does have like a kind of, although the first 3 episodes doesn't get super into it, you do start to meet some of his classmates and things. Who was like your favorite character so far?
Well, I did like his sort of his nerdy friend sidekick, because it even does the classic trope of like, you know, he's kind of like not that friendly with him at first, but then Masha's like single-minded, like, you're a good guy, it's nice to have you as my friend type of thing. And he's like, oh, maybe I do have to be nice to this guy. But my absolute favorite character is his grandfather. He's got a cute granddad who kept him safe until he grew up and taught him to be super strong, I guess, which maybe isn't the best parenting technique. But he's super cute. He's like a crap magician himself, and he sort of became an outcast because he's a bit rubbish. And he's like, oh, I took this child to raise it as my own, who's also an outcast.
Yeah. And I think like was about to throw himself off a cliff as well, so that there's like a dark night of the soul moment.
Yeah.
Which is like hits hard in amongst all the goofy, sweet granddad vibes. You're like, oh.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking. He's my favourite character too, Jake. I love him, and I love him when he occasionally appears in the sky to give Mash advice.
Even though he's still alive.
Even though he's still alive. He's still
hiding out in the woods. He's just kind of like hanging about because they take him to the school, him and the head of the magic police, and they're kind of like hiding, like rooting for him behind the scenes, like in these like ninja outfits. It's really funny.
That's what I wanted to ask about as well, because the plot is that it's a magic world, and Mash is born without a scar, so he doesn't have any magic, so he's like an outcast, and so all non-magic people get like exterminated or imprisoned or whatever, why
It
did
might
the
seem
head?
so.
Why did the head of the local police department want him to go to school? I didn't
I
get
think it was
that.
just because he. I think it was because he kicked his ass.
Was it just for funsies? It's like, oh, I don't want to arrest him. I'll just.
Because I think what you notice as it goes, it's like, so for the first 3 episodes, you start to see a bit of a theme develop, which is like the corruption of, like, the power corrupts kind of trope.
Yeah.
In that the magic council are like extremely abusive of their powers, and so are their kids because they feel entitled. And you see this like class system kind of play out. And I have a feeling that the head of the magic police is kind of like wanting to just either like disrupt some sort of like corruption or something, and he sees like MASH as a way to do that, because MASH can demonstrate that like people can be as powerful without magic.
Yeah, and I think like we do see him, the police chief guy, almost do some like police brutality magic style on like a guy in a cell, but so he's probably not the best guy, but yeah, I think it's like that manly thing of like, you beat me, therefore you are technically now my equal type of thing.
Yeah, you have earned my respect, kind of thing.
Yeah, but I genuinely did love the little prods at like classism and stuff. I was like dead surprised because I was like, oh, this is gonna be stupid. But like we were saying with the emotional beats, it can like switch on a like, you know, in a second and then be into like actual like politics mode.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
also
oh, they've actually.
Yeah. Oh no, sorry, carry on. They've actually.
I was gonna say like they've actually like thought all this through. Like, what would happen if there was a magical like, you know, class of people, and then yeah, of course they would go nuts and like, you know, like push everybody else around, and then start ordering each other based on how much magic skill they have. Yeah, just thought it was deeper than I thought.
Yeah, and as part of that like class thing that plays out, you also have like a weird kind of creepy eugenics vibe. So people without magic are culled from the population, so that they can't weaken the blood.
Yeah, it's a bit brown shirts
which is
vibe.
Very like Harry Potter. Yeah, it's very Harry Potter purebloods.
Yeah, and I guess we're like, I don't know because I haven't seen the whole series, and I know they're continuing on to like season 2 and stuff, but I don't know, maybe like Mash's parents were vaguely trying to save him, or like they obviously didn't hand him over. It was like an abandoned baby looking situation, but unless that's the dark thing and they just leave them outside, and that's how you sort the problem out. He's our little lad who doesn't have many social skills because he was raised in the woods, and we love him for that.
yeah.
But it's like
everyone calls him Mushroom Head though, and then I'm like, it just makes me think of that band who were like Slipknot, but a little bit worse.
It's like, do you know when Lance Crown was introduced, you know, the grey-haired one, where he had a sister complex?
Yeah, that was really funny. I watched that one.
Yeah.
And he was like, "You're a lolicon. I'm gonna have to call the police."
Yeah.
You're a pervert.
And I felt like in that moment he was calling out a few anime fans as well, which I kind of love. It's like a kind of like knowing nod to your audience.
You think there was some Reddit threads where I was like, "What does he mean? Call the police on lolicons?"
Should I be offended?
Boycott Mashle. Yeah.
Woke.
How does he know what a lolicon is if he spent his entire life out in the forest?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Something bad about his granddad, doesn't it?
Yeah, unless he was getting newspapers, like, but he didn't seem to have a TV.
He was only allowed to read bakery leaflets.
Yeah, he was also sneaking into town, wasn't he? And his granddad at one point says they have to move around quite a lot. So I think he obviously like goes into town, fucks it up, and then they have to move.
Yeah, I did like that
more than once.
Yeah, that was very Saitama coded as well, when he was like, I need to get this like shopping item that I really want, which is cream puffs. He just loves them, like his favorite thing. The only thing he's emotional about.
Yeah. I also love how he nearly always is just carrying one around in his pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, how do you do that? How do you do that without it just melting or something?
Yes, you did pose that question. I was like, you know, it just has to be anime magic. Like, that's like the messiest of the sort of baked goods you could try and carry around.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I haven't got it all over us.
Yeah, you're doing quite well, and you're wearing black, which is very brave, while eating lots of cream. I do like that answer though, Jake, because I feel like that's the most DM answer you could have given, which is it's magic. Don't ask me more questions.
It's also the bakery in this world has a force field around it. So...
Look over there.
A dragon.
Yeah.
What I do love about this series is how it can like just immediately snap into something like crazy or funny. Like the amount of times he just runs up to people and crushes whatever, like the wand or something, or he like launches a wand at the policeman's head. He's like, he's like, what spell's he gonna do? Just like, like throws the wand. Like, it always made me laugh when he does something that's like faster than the human eye can see, because there's a few times where like with the broom thing as well, when he flies the broom by throwing it.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
And then he just like launches himself after the broom.
Yeah, like faster than anyone can see, and then breaks like the world record.
Yeah.
The side characters, I've met a couple of them because I did watch ahead to like episode 5, and there's like a weird kid, that red-haired kid who's like absolutely insane, who they bring in, who's just he's like, I'll kill all of the handsome boys in the school or something. So I hadn't grown to love. Yeah, I hadn't grown to love the side characters yet because they don't get like a ton of screen time.
Yeah.
But I can see it being one of those like good ensemble shows, like. It's your classic group of weirdos against the world type of thing, isn't it?
It is very, like, at the core of it is very tropey, like shonen, like, outsider goes into school, meets loads of oddball friends, and some baddies come after them, they beat them in the end. I think the factor in this that made me want to watch it was MASH, because I think the side characters by themselves are a bit boring, like
bit
normal,
cliche.
samey.
Yeah, it doesn't have a lot for the girls, you know, to identify with, because the blonde girl is just like, will you marry me? And he's just like, no. Like, I didn't say I would marry you.
Also, she assumes that he's proposed to her because he promises to look after her, which I feel like is the weakest reason to get engaged.
They do like a fun. They do like a fun thing with that though, where she's like, you know, you can't. I'm a burden, and then it says like brackets emotional, and then he's like, I don't mind having a burden, like brackets physical. Like he means he doesn't mind carrying her, like literally carrying her out. But yeah, like it's a bit sad, but I don't know. Maybe we should just get some development in season 2 or something. Maybe we'll get lucky.
What I'd really love to see is some really like badass women villains, because you've got like that, like you see some of the snobby kids when he first arrives, and I'd like to see some like really nasty mean girls. Yeah,
you see some like silhouettes, but I didn't know for like future baddies. Because like you said, there's a Malfoy sort of equivalent whose dad's on like the Magic Council. How he dispatches him is absolutely hilarious. When he just like knocks him out on the floor, and then he threatens to bury his handler guy. He's just like,
that's the vice principal.
Like, and he's like, you can't do that, and he's like, yeah, I can. He's just like throwing dirt on him. It's so weird. Very creative. I do like how they creatively solve problems, but it's just that guy being the weirdest mushroom head man you've ever met.
And I think that's something that is like key to animes like this, where it's really trope heavy, is the solutions to the problems that the tropes face have to be unique and a bit odd and funny, because otherwise it gets really samey really quickly. Whereas I think in this that's where you see the real creativity of the show. It's maybe not in the character creation, but in the scenarios that the characters are facing that makes it quite funny.
Well, they kind of have to, with them being, because Mash is attending a school for magic that he has to achieve a great level at and he does not know any magic. All he has is this super unhuman strength. So it's like, it'll be like, oh, you need to learn this lock picking skill. So he just breaks the lock and goes, it's open.
Yeah, Kris, have you tried that? Because you were trying
Yeah,
to pick locks
I do all
not
the
too
time.
long ago.
He also has he has no magic knowledge, but also no zero people skills because he's grown up alone in the woods with his granddad.
Yeah.
So he's got so he doesn't know how things work, but he has weird skills that other people don't as a result, which I kind of love. So there's a bit where he's teaching everyone to make cream puffs.
Yes,
Yeah.
he can actually
all
cook
these,
them, which is nice.
Yeah. And all these really snobby kids are I don't know how to cook, and he's like, I'll show you.
And he has trouble with doors. The concept of doors that open and shut.
You can never remember if it's a push-pull, which feels very relatable. I've often wrenched doors off hinges, not knowing.
But yeah, I did love him as a character. I thought he's a very strong main character. He's a little bit more charming, I'd say, than One Punch Man, because he's just kind of a bit of a weirdo. And as a result, the show kind of decides to follow other characters to get you sort of emotional journeys and things like that.
Yeah.
But this show really decides to stick with Mash and kind of show us what he's all about. I was just checking my notes in case I wrote down anything. I did like how he named all of his muscles as well. Where he's just oh, it's Michael, Timothy, and then you can just hear him in the background saying extra names while the kid's just this is really weird.
Yeah. Oh, and it's so that's stuff that we loved about it. So I think we all kind of enjoyed this. It's a silly, fun anime that you can dip into. It's not hugely long, the first series, like you say. There's a second series coming, but so now is a good time to dip into it, I think. What would you hope to see if you continue watching it? What would you want to see more of?
I'd like to see more crazy magic spells, because we get glimpses of some, the headmaster just pulls out this horrible voodoo doll thing, where it's it's a creature with little mouths everywhere running this murder a voodoo doll machine, and he's just what if I put your grandfather in the doll your loved one? And I guess the test is it's just a test. He wasn't gonna actually do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, afterwards he's sorry, I got carried away.
Yeah, but Mash is I guess this is an endurance test. You can't hold this for as long as I can hold this, right? So I'd like to see what nuts spells they can come up with, because that was when I was oh, this is Harry Potter sort of coded. That was nothing like what happens in Harry Potter. So I'm hoping to go more in that. Yeah,
it's very much an anime.
Yeah, the power levels have to
magic
be
and wizard. Wow.
Yeah.
And also, I think because everyone has their own type of magic that they tend to specialize in, which feels very anime. So instead of everyone being able to learn everything, you've got your guy with the sister complex has gravity magic, which I think is actually, when you think about it, completely terrifying as a destructive force.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think is cool. If you guys had magic, what would you want? Magic in a Mashle style. What kind of magic would you want? Eddie, not about you.
Welding.
Welding magic.
So you'd have fire-ish magic, I guess.
So you would just do what you normally do anyway. That's kind of lovely.
Magic. I don't know. I never play a caster in RPGs and stuff,
Oh.
My heart says lightning for some reason, but I think that's for aesthetic coolness.
Someone fell in love with Storm at a young age.
Possibly, yeah. But also, I don't like getting electric shocks from things. So unless that would make me immune to that kind of thing,
I think it would make you immune to it. You could channel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, blue lightning. Keep it blue.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's important, because then we know if it's blue, you're a good guy.
True, yeah. You don't want red lightning.
If you're red lightning, definitely a villain. Red or purple.
Yeah. What about you, Pheebs?
I would like the ability to speak with animals, so I could ask Eddie to be quiet when we film.
Yep.
Right now. Also teleportation. Every time it comes to like what power would you have, what magic would you have? Portals, teleportation. I feel like I love being places, I hate getting there.
Yes.
And then getting home again.
See,
and I feel like teleportation is the one.
Whenever I see teleportation, I think, what if you teleport and someone was standing there? Do you appear inside of them? Do you chop them in half? Like, you know what I mean?
So you're thinking, is it like gory?
Yeah.
I don't
Will
know.
they pop?
In
Will
D&D,
you
it's
pop?
not, but you know, it has the potential to do that. I suppose.
But in D&D, you have a grid
force.
to refer you to.
I think it just.
I want to be in that square.
Yeah, I think you just get like ejected with force magic in D&D, so you just get hurt if you like accidentally go in a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like 1d4 to a d8 depending on the. Which
I've just thought of a cool question actually.
Oh yeah.
Do you think this would make a good D&D setting, like the world of Mashle? Because I think the whole like coin collecting system is very like video game coded sort of, you know, games.
Yeah, and that also makes it like perfect for sending your party off to chase a particular coin.
Yes.
So it's a good way to quest give. I do also think the class, like I really love D&D games that have like an evil upper class to fight.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like that
baddies.
is yeah, they're the best baddies. Is like a heartless noble. So I feel like for that reason, it's probably got some good villains in it as well that you could throw at your party that they would just hate for the principle of it.
Yeah.
Not enough
Kris.
monster races though, is the only thing I
No.
would say. Everyone's too human.
Yeah, which you'd think like after getting like Delicious in Dungeon and stuff, I would have thought this would have had some more of their vibes where it's like, oh, there's creatures running around everywhere.
Yeah.
Like magical beasts or whatever, but not yet. But again, they could add it. There wouldn't be much for. I was going to say there wouldn't be much for little thief Kris to do in the magic school, would there?
There definitely would be, because you can steal coins.
Steal the coins. Yeah.
Maybe.
And there's so many dorm rooms you can go through.
Especially the ones without doors.
Yeah.
Mash has been through.
Yeah, because castle windows, they're just no glass on there.
No.
Doesn't sound very comfortable.
The ones in my head
I
aren't.
think
Don't know.
Yeah. Usually they have like those like tiny bits of glass, but with like the like lattice, don't they?
Or are you thinking of those like, you know, like 1 brick wide slits that they have in castles sometimes?
Oh, you mean like an arrow slit?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
No,
I think the thinking is there, like, you know, well, no one could fit through here, so it's safe, and it doesn't let in too much like of the outside weather.
Little Kris could shimmy his way through.
Exactly.
Oh
With
no!
me.
Like if he had magic that could make him all slippery, like
Yeah.
Oh, not
the
slippy
no-bone
magic.
spell.
Oh, slug man.
Slug man. Yeah. Jinx.
What would your silly wizard name be if you were in like a kind of Mashle Harry Potter vibe? This was a question. This was a question that Kris asked, and I still haven't thought of an answer.
Oh,
Do you mean like the racist version? Like, you know, it has to be like it has to be like my stereotype.
No, I didn't, Jake. But okay, if that's what you want to think it. Like,
You said Harry Potter name.
Basically, when I originally said it, I was just like, "Oh, what would your name be? Your Harry Potter name be?" Because you know how the only Asian character is called Cho Chang, and there's like Seamus.
Seamus O'Houlihan. I don't know. I'm half Yorkshire and half Sunderland, so I don't know what that would make me, like Bobby Barnsley.
oh, what, Bobby?
I hope.
Down to pit again.
Sling the hook, Ron.
Going down to broom cupboard.
What would yours be, Chris? You have to have one.
I don't even know where I'm from to be a stereotype.
I don't think you've ever told us either. You're gonna give us your lore.
Yeah.
Maybe he's in another time over a pint in a really dark bar.
Fair.
Oh, like you like Strider, like sitting in the corner in your hood.
Just in the corner. Be more like Pippin dancing on the table, like.
Yeah.
Come in pints.
It's a pint.
I'm from the northeast.
Telling people your address. So is that? Are you saying that Molly's only let you have halves, like in your household? Like,
What? She said they only came in halves now?
I wouldn't blame her. Yeah.
I've been to the pub with Chris before. He took me out for a nice Weatherspoons all day breakfast after we had a hike.
Yeah, we got lost on Sheep Hill.
That sounds lovely. Not getting lost, but the all-day breakfast.
Lost on Sheep Hill sounds like a quest name or something.
Yeah, but
Lost on Sheep Hill is definitely your guys' filler episode in the anime arc.
Yeah.
I can't even remember the place. The weird car park we parked in had a weird name as well, like Nobby's Drive or something.
I think it was called like Bulbous Hill or something, or Bulby
Yeah,
Woods or something.
Bulbous Woods.
Amazing.
So let us in because we have bulbous heads.
Watch out for that Sheep Hill, lads.
Oh, Bobby Bonds.
You don't want to know what happens on Sheep Hill. Not in that neck of the woods.
The sheep were fighting, I think. Chris took a video.
Oh, yeah, I did. That was a good day, actually.
Oh.
This is my idea of a nice day out.
Got lost, ate a Scotch egg on a hill.
Oh. Sorry, I've just turned my fan up and then I realised it is too much. So I'm turning it up.
You've got a good like 80s music video like thing going on there.
So I think there's something about like Mash. One of the things I love is he's basically defined his love for cream puffs is a personality trait at this point. What if you were going to be like an anime cliche? What snack are you taking with you in your pocket everywhere you go?
Oh, for me it would definitely be pizza, and I'd just kind of stand there with like the end of the pizza and be like, okay.
Smoking the end of the pizza crust like it's a cigar.
Just need something to take the edge off.
I've actually got a perfect one because it is actually my favourite one anyway. Pocket meat.
Isn't that your nickname in certain parts of Newcastle?
Well, since I'm in my 30s, it's inside out pocket meat now, but we'll not talk about that. But yeah.
What's your pocket meat of choice?
Oh,
Go on,
right.
I'll bite.
So there's one that you get from Aldi, which is like really thin sausages, but it's in a really long one, but it's folded over in a big cluster.
Oh, like Cabanos, the Polish ones.
Yeah, there's that one.
Yeah, just those.
Or just like a thin chorizo, a pepperoni,
Just like poking out of your pocket.
Sometimes I like the really fat garlic sausages. Just put it in a sandwich. I didn't know what you were pulled up there.
Like a magician.
I think that's you. Like imagine. I'm imagining you like pulling it out and being like, nom 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 nom. But it's just like.
Oh, I thought it would be like, Chris, lad, I'm hungry. And I'll be like, wait a minute.
Nom 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 nom.
I think we're gonna have to reclassify it as pocket sausage as well, specifically. Also, that could be your magic wand. Double as a magic wand.
It's just a bit of chorizo.
I would love that. Only thing is, thing of chorizo, it's greasy in it. Leaves coloured
Yeah.
grease as well.
You'd have to be careful
You'd
with
have to
trousers you put on.
You have to exclusively wear like orange chorizo grease coloured trousers,
I do anyway.
or like head to toe.
Yeah,
You can't see it, but he does.
just can't see
Every
it. It's covered in this pop at the minute.
Yeah.
day. But yeah, like I do love how like Mashle's love of food is like he's just like cream puffs make anything like everything better. Like when he's eating one, I'm just like, yeah, you're right. Food does make it all.
Food does make it better. It's a very unifying experience as well, and I think in like the backdrop, maybe I'm reading too much into this, but in the backdrop of like classism thing, the one thing that we can all do is to come together and sit around a table and eat together.
Yeah,
like there's like a core human thing. Chris is rolling his eyes. Pretty much. She's off on one again.
Oh, is Chris the? It's not
Her
that
and her
deep, bro.
communist ideas of sharing meals.
I was for some reason in my head I was thinking not all of it can have roasted goose like you, Pheebs.
You can if you go to our doorstep on your hands and knees and beg for scraps.
Oh.
Yeah, and you will have to beg.
I thought it was just on Christmas Day.
Come
I
back,
just
your
did
rags
it,
aren't
little-
tattered enough.
Little Timmy.
Oh, we've already done the Tiny Chris joke last year
Yeah.
when we
Oh,
did
yeah.
our Christmas Carol parody.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, there's so much stuff you haven't told Pheebs from the
I know.
past.
Yeah.
I had a little tab in my mouth and everything.
just like Tiny Tim does in.
but because it was a special thing, a surprise for Paul, Chris had to play Paul, so then Molly had to play Tiny Chris.
That's funny. I bet she was great for giving you her impersonation of you.
It was like, oh, Dad, me insulin. That's pretty much it.
Oh. So I mean, we've all talked about it. I think we've already broken the 3-episode rule. Will you guys be watching ahead? Will you be watching more than 3 episodes? Do you think?
Yeah, Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be finishing season 1 and then start finishing season 2. I don't think it's one of them animes that's like gonna break the mold and change everything, but I just think it's really enjoyable.
Bit fun.
I hope it won't get old, because it is like when you go into it, you think, oh, what's this anime about? You're like, oh, there's a guy who goes to a magic school that doesn't do magic. He's just really strong, and you think, how far can they go with that? There's got to be some major development or something that carries him along. So I hope it doesn't lose that and lose the humour of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was worried I'd already lost Chris on this one when he's like, "Oh, I'm not sure how much legs this series has." And I'm like, "Oh no, I made a bad choice." But no, I like it. I'm definitely gonna finish it out and check out 2 when that drops, like in a few days or whatever. I just think it's like a good light-hearted thing, because I do miss One Punch Man. I know it's coming back, but I haven't really seen a lot in this vein.
Yeah.
So it's replaced that a bit. But yeah, I think it's got potential to be a bit deep. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be one of those, like, you know, this is the anime you should watch this summer. You know, everyone gets like crazy about one series, like out of the yearly block or whatever. Which I kind of ignore.
Kaiju number 8. I'm obsessed.
I just ignore it because I'm like, I'm still watching One Piece, guys. Like...
yeah. Remember that other anime? You might have watched it 900 episodes ago.
I'm up to date. I love it. Well, I'm not, because Netflix is 1 episode behind Crunchyroll, so I have to like, if any TikTok show up, I have to be like, is this? No, it's a new scroll away. It's something I haven't seen before. Actually, I did want to ask, like, did you guys watch this in subtitle?
No, of course not.
No.
We've
Really?
been through this, Jake. Oh no, I always watch it in dub. Sometimes I'll watch a film in subtitled.
Okay.
Sometimes, But nine times out of 10, I'm living my life. I'm doing other things. I can't be expected to sit still and concentrate on one thing alone. It's too much for my brain.
Yeah. I wonder if those. I should have maybe checked out one of the episodes in the dub then and seen like what the difference was.
I don't think it's bad.
They're not called cream puffs. That's for sure. They call them shoe creams.
Yeah.
In Japan.
Yeah. The thing is, though, I think I use sub and dub as a benchmark. So if I really like it and obsessed with it, I'll watch it in dub. Sub.
In sub. Yeah.
But with this being I think it's very visual humour and slapstick.
Yeah.
I didn't have to pay that much attention to the dialogue that much. I mean, Mash is kind of like he doesn't have many dialogue or monologues, so it was kind of like,
oh no,
and I kind of love how other people are monologuing around him, and he's like stripping off, ready to like start sprinting or something. Like he's just like on to the next thing.
Yeah. He does have a couple of good lines. I wrote one of them down because when he like punches the Sphinx, he's just like, such a creature can't possibly exist as he's punching it. And I just thought that was hilarious. He's like, no, like,
I refuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Sphinx does that classic crappy riddle, like like.
Yeah. And the answer's man. The answer's always man.
Yeah. There was another one he did when at the start of the entrance exam when he turns up, and the host of the entrance exam like turns up through like loads of fireballs and everything, and Mash is just like, are you not hot arriving with all these fireballs and all this sort of stuff?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just put these tables and chairs out before we came, ready for we're coming, instead of magicking them up?
Yeah.
And I love when he's going through the town and he's like looking at everyone like making crepes with magic and like doing everything with magic, and he's like, they could just be using their hands.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really delightful, because it's like, yeah, of course, in a world of magic, that's like, you just like, at what point do you just like do the zip up on your coat with your finger?
Yeah.
It
makes them weak.
Yeah. Yeah. I also watched past 3 episodes, by the way, and I definitely will be finishing it. And I do think you're right, Jake. I think this is a fun anime when you're like, if you've been emotionally destroyed by Berserk, for example, I'd come to Mashle for like relief. Like this is for me is like the side anime who's going to give you a hug while your main anime destroys you.
Oh yeah, because One Piece has been nearly making me cry every episode, and I think next they're laying it on really thick at the moment, so need a palate cleanser. But no, the golden age of Berserk's gonna go on forever. It's all gonna be fine.
It's all gonna be fine.
Demon prophecy.
Maybe hold off. Maybe hold off on watching series 2 just until you finish Berserk. Come back to it. Just for
you know what's odd about Berserk, because I've read like 2 volumes of the manga as well. I don't think I like the Berserk manga that much, and also I think it's a bad printing of it. Like it cuts some bits off the side, and I'm like, what's going on here? That shouldn't happen with modern printing technology. But the volume 2 goes into this whole other dark storyline, and I'm like, when's that gonna show up in the anime? Like, with the weird slug man and his like daughter that he keeps trapped in a room or whatever. So when I watch the 90s anime, I'm like, oh, this is much more beat, and it's got like cool 9 Inch Nails music, and I'm loving it.
Yeah. Both Kris and I are sitting here emotionally traumatized having finished it, so I don't know if we can give you what you're hoping for.
I know what happens roughly. I've read about Griffith.
Yeah. It's...
because I was like, what's the deal with him? Why does everyone say it's really tragic? And I was like, oh, yeah.
And it's
what I do like
tragic in a true classic sense, in that the tragedy and the drama is wrought by people's poor decisions and character flaws.
That is maybe what I miss about Mashle a bit, because I do like it when animes go on like philosophy like craziness where like a character's just talking into the sky about like dreams or whatever. I do like a bit of that. Yeah.
You'll get that once an episode. Why it's important for everyone to be free.
But yeah, so I don't know, maybe Mash is gonna like learn over time to be more like adjusted, and maybe he will get like because he has a fire in his belly about saving his friends, but like he not something for him, because he's like he is going to this school to save his grandpa basically from being hunted forever. So yeah, I'm hoping in season 2 he gets like, you know, his own thing that he wants to do for himself. But it's probably just going to end up running a bakery.
I think he'd love that. I think that would be his dream. I'm here to support him in that.
I want he can deliver the stuff like Goku and Krillin, like by running around the town.
Oh yeah, where they're training when they're kids. Yeah. Oh, that's so nice. Any kind of like last thoughts on your experience of watching MASH and his superhuman strength at all?
Chris, do you want to take it? There with my final thoughts, kind of.
Yeah. What's your Jerry Springer final thoughts for Mashle?
Needs to cut his hair.
Someone take the bowl off his granddad.
Yeah, I agree. I think he needs some sort of more motivation for himself, but I think that'll probably be coming with his friend group he's forming, because he's the classic. That classic trope in anime where the loner always attracts the most people for some reason.
Yeah. The outsider.
I just hope it goes into the more outside world, because it's all very contained in this school at the minute, isn't it? And there's nothing in the wider world what it's actually like. I kind of want to see that, and I'm looking forward to season 2.
I kind of want to see how buff the leader of the magical council is, because I just get the feeling he's going to be like, "Uh-oh, there's another muscle man here."
I bet there'll be some sort of magic user that augments his own body somehow.
They did say that was a thing, because that was what the gravity boy said. He was like, "Is he using like, you know, physical enhancement magic?"
Muscle magic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because he has like his own special moves on that episode, doesn't he? Where he's just like I can't remember what he says, like a big bang, like run or something like that. Yeah. He's like starting position.
Oh, well, that was lovely. Thank you, Jake, for coming and sharing, and also thank you for recommending, because this was we kind of gave you free choice. It had to be an anime that you hadn't seen before.
I wanted a new one.
You picked a fun one, so thank you.
No worries. Netflix was really trying to get me to watch it, so I was like, fine, I'll do it.
All right, algorithm.
Let's see what you got.
I'm yours. What do we have coming up this week, Chris?
Oh, you ask us, but I don't remember.
I might know some, because I did some plugs last night.
Hell yeah. So, I know that we've got Baywatch on Top Grumps.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say Baywatch? Yeah, we are.
Yeah, you announced it.
Yeah, you announced it. Okay, good. We've got Baywatch on Top Grumps. I don't know, do we know what's happening on Sunday Pod this Sunday?
It's hiatus time, so nothing.
Oh, yeah!
You've got something coming out on Sunday, though.
We do. We have a very awkward personal plug of the history of British theatre, but it's not really British, because we started off in ancient Greece and then moving to Rome.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Spoilers.
We'll get there. This time it's Colosseums and flat-pack stages are what the Romans did for us in terms of theatre. And then, that feels awkward saying all of that. And then...
It's really good, though. You should watch it. I learned a lot.
Thank you. And it's short, so if you don't like it, you don't have to sit around for very long anyway. And then we also have Monsters on Mondays, which is good fun. And do you have a Rumblecast coming out soon?
We will do. I think we're doing an old WCW pay-per-view where RoboCop shows up to save the day. I can't remember what it's called. Possibly Capital Carnage WCW. But
Hey,
anyone who knows about RoboCop in wrestling knows the one we're talking about. And Countdown to Doomsday, which is mine and Sammy's MCU watch along. We've got up to Spider-Man Homecoming. Which we don't particularly like that much, but it's an interesting movie to talk about because of all the weird Sony deal stuff. Yeah. If anyone fancies watching along with Marvel shows, come and join that on the same YouTube channel right here.
Gorgeous. And then next week on Anime Club, so this is Pride Month, and Kris has given me free reign to make him watch something kind of gay. So we're going. So I've picked what I personally feel like is, yeah. Oh yeah, and Kris redid our logo as well.
Yes, so it's beautiful.
Which I think is really gorgeous. Thank you, Kris.
Sorry.
Number one ally, magical girl pose. And we're doing Tokyo Godfathers, which is an anime film.
Yeah.
I think Manga Studios. And it's about three homeless people who find a baby.
Yes, I've heard of this one.
Yeah. But it's. I'm hoping it'll be real fun. It's quite
in real
funny
life
one.
that wouldn't be fun, but
bittersweet. Yeah. It'd be troubling, or you'd end up like Mashle, living alone in the woods, trying to stop the wider society from finding out about your fallen child.
Don't take me granddad away, man. Granddad Jimmy.
Tokyo Godfathers is next week on Anime Club. So until then, what do we say, Kris?
Don't be an anime. Be a top anime.
Be a top anime.
Hey, I guess.